Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bad
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. Hey. It's gonna be a touchy area, but what's the deal with cemeteries? They're in the ground. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna come off pretty poorly in this one because of the weird way I think about it. But, you know, cemeteries are kind of a, I hate to say it, but they're a waste of land. I'm kidding. I don't hate to say that. I'm totally fine saying it. It's because, I mean, you can bury people in areas, that's fine. Put them under the ground and whatnot, so the top of the ground would be free of them. But the thing is that you put they put the headstone over it, and then you can't do anything around that little piece. Well, that's fine. But in cemeteries, there are a bunch of those headstones, pieces of land you can't do anything with, spaced out, huge area of stuff you can't do anything with anymore. It's just sitting there, and for the most part, it's wasted space. I don't know. Yeah, honor of the dead is kind of a thing that goes with that, and I understand that is a big piece of just why we do it. I just think that, we don't need to, and that, well, I just think that it's, it's kind of silly to take up all that space when you could be using that. And there's probably some kind of issues with, like, the coffins and stuff and being buried and stuff. Maybe you can't use it with some of the land, the way the soil is, and I don't know exactly how all that works. But I do know that there are ways to bury yourself. There's ways to naturally mark the graves, like with trees or stones or some like landmarks that aren't, jutting out there and have to be organized in that area. I don't know. You could double it up and make it like a park. Different trees and rocks, whatever, will stand for certain things, but people shouldn't be discouraged to be on them. Something like that would be cool. And there are like ways, like, then I guess it's more like in development still, and they're still working on ways to, it will, better, like cremation isn't great for the environment either, but I mean, it takes up less space, it takes up a spatial issue. I don't know. I just think there's better ways that are being worked on. There's smarter ways to dispose of bodies, than to just throw them under the ground in boxes and then put the stones over the top. I think that's getting a little outdated, but then again, that's just me, and well, I am an asshole, so. So when I die, for one thing, I don't want a funeral. No funeral. I don't want people coming there and feeling bad about me. I don't want anything written in the paper. Just, oh, I died and I'm just dead and whatever. That's fine. I'd like to be disposed of in a way that's not really that harmful to the environment. But essentially cremation and then spread the ashes, so I'm not just like sitting around somewhere, and I don't want to, gravestone out there, my name on it taking up space. That would just be stupid. I haven't made a will though, which I probably should, because me and my health, I'll probably die in a few years, but I'm lazy. I'll write it later. I'll end with the same thing I started with. What's the deal with cemeteries?